Welcome. So this is the introduction chapter to the smoke bomb effect. Now I'm going to pull up a few references. We have one here to the left and another one here to the right. And let's play this first reference and see what we're going to try and achieve today in Maya Fluids. Now we're not going to go exactly after what we see here. Once again, we're just using this reference to look at what attributes we may need to tweak once we set up our fluid container. So obviously there's a lot of swirl, there's a lot of density, so we're going to have to be using a lot of density in our emitter, and we're going to have to try to find some kind of force to push our smoke to get the forms that we're getting in that reference there. Now let me just maximize this so we guys can see this a bit better. And now similar to the the flamethrower lesson, we had a few bad kids playing with a homemade flamethrower. In the wispy smoke lesson, we had a group of kids also lighting miniature smoke bombs, throwing them in a random sewer. But these kids here are really living on the edge, not concerned with their health at all. Obviously, it looks like they have some large wagon consisting, some sort of device that's maybe burning an oxidizer consisting of potassium chlorate, whatever it may be. But it's some type of homemade recipe that they cooked up, and they're now burning it in the street. So this is, once again, please do not try this at home. This seems very dangerous. And look, this little kid here walks up and actually tries to blow the fire out. That's probably not a good idea. But to get back to the lesson, look at all the great things we're seeing. Just all those nice shapes, the undulation, how the forms, the pressure. It's a lot going on that we're gonna try to achieve in Maya today. So let me just slide this over to the left here, and let me pull up the actual effect that we're going to be achieving today. Now this sequence here you're going to have in your source images folder, so all you would have to do is just plug this into your camera. But it's a simple effect. We just have a canister here, or a smoke grenade, if you will, that's basically releasing a good amount of smoke. Now once it hits the wall, the pin is activated, and now you get all this smoke being pushed out. Now we're creating this effect by simply attaching a volume axis field to the head of the canister, and it's just a simple parent constraint. And now what that's doing is, as the animation of our canister is spinning clockwise, that effect is being executed pretty accurately. So it's a simple effect. It's not much going on. We're actually going to be utilizing the auto resize function, and we're going to go deeper in future chapters on how to create the look of the smoke, how we're going to shade our smoke. We're going to go about lighting our smoke using ray tracing lights, but we're going to utilize Maya's default lighting option. You have an option to utilize Maya's default lights, or you can utilize the lights that you create in your scene. But we're going to utilize Maya's default lights and compare the two and see what kind of cool looks we get. As you can see, we have some shadowing on the ground there, and that's we're utilizing a ground plane with a background matte shader on it to receive shadows. It's not renderable, but it's able to receive shadows, so it looks like our smoke is actually in our alley that we have here. So this is going to be a pretty fun lesson. We're going to go in and set up the container and attach our volume axis field and play with our attributes and see what we come up with. So I'll see you in the next chapter.